Hey guys, welcome back to a very special Rando Commando episode. You guys have watched us from episode 1 all the way up to already to episode 25.
25!
I can't believe we already made it this far. This is super crazy. So you guys know the drill by now. We just take a completely random topic and throw our 2 cents worth in and have some good laughs along the way. I'm Nathaniel. This is Jonesy. Welcome to episode 25. Woo! So for this topic, also, this one was proposed to us by Greg Peck. We're just gonna go Marvel vs. DC,
The ultimate showdown.
and see who and just our opinions, not necessarily fact, but our opinions on who is the champion of their respective.
Right, we have some different categories that we're gonna rank some in because, of course, you can't just say like, oh, Marvel's better than DC just because. Like,
right.
There are gonna be reasons. So.
Right. So for number 1 on the list, we're going to be dealing with the comics. This one is very tough because both Marvel and DC have been around for an extremely long time.
Yeah.
As far as who's got the better comics, I'm going to have to say Marvel on this one. For me personally, why I think Marvel has better comics than DC was like the stories that they come up with. I don't read many comics, but the comics I did read were the Age of Ultron series, which was super
really
good.
Yeah.
And I think Avengers vs. X-Men was the other one that
That's
I read.
another good one.
Granted, I haven't read many DC, if any DC comics at all, but for me, I know there's still some good storylines out there in the DC universe, so I'm not downgrading those at all.
Personal preference.
That's just
Your 2 cents.
my 2 cents.
I think that I've definitely read more Marvel than I have DC, but I have a decent amount. I really got into Green Lantern, so I've read quite a bit of Green Lantern comics, like the Darkest Night, Blackest Night.
Oh yeah, that was
series.
a good one.
That one's super good, super well done. But I think overall, I think I'd have to agree with you. Marvel has, I think, the better stories, and a lot of times, overall, the better characters in which to tell stories as well. Yeah.
So the next topic is movies. When we say movies, we're referring to
Live action
movies.
Yep.
None of the animated movies.
Yep. That's another category.
Yeah. So for me, again, Marvel takes the cake on this one. Granted, I'm not the Batman Dark Knight series done by Christopher Nolan. Fantastic.
Yep.
Like, those are phenomenal.
Yes.
But I feel like of those 3 bright gems in the DC universe, there's been at least 6 to 8 Marvel.
Yeah. Wonder Woman also was really good.
Wonder Woman was
Wonder
fantastic.
also really good.
Yeah, so kudos to Wonder Woman. But, okay, so of those 4, like, for me it was like, okay, there's Civil War, Captain or Winter Soldier, and First Avenger. Just those 3 alone was just like, okay. And then you have Thor, Dark World. That's just 2 superheroes. I'm not counting the Avengers. And
Iron Man, yeah.
That would just be number 1 for me, but
right.
But for me, it's just like, okay, like for the 4 bright gems currently, I feel like Marvel's got the better end of the deal.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you on this one. That while DC has made better movies, the Batman trilogy, I do agree, is fantastic. It's probably the cream of their crop. Wonder Woman also is really fantastic. I really enjoyed that movie a lot more than I was expecting I was going to. Not to be sexist or anything, but I was just, what they had been churning out, I was kind of like, meh. Then I saw Wonder Woman, I was like, I have hope for the future now. That's really good. So, but yeah, I mean, just like sheer scale, yeah, Marvel takes this one pretty easily.
Animated movies is the next topic. Hey, that one what are we gonna do? We're gonna do it right now. Animated movies. DC actually takes the cake on this one for me.
I would agree.
Because the Marvel movies that have come out, not to say that they're bad, but DC, this is where DC seems to thrive in a lot.
They definitely shine here.
There's been a few movies, like Planet Hulk or Wolverine versus the Hulk. I mean, like that, or Thor versus Hulk. That was like, ooh, like Doctor Strange was pretty good. But then it's like, oh wait, there's Batman in the Red Hood, Doom,
Night of Phantasm.
Yeah, Superman. Like, heck, even Superman Doomsday was, at least somewhat interesting. And it was just like,
Flashpoint Paradox.
Oh, that was so
That's
good.
one of my favorites. I love the Flash too, by the way. So Yeah.
But those are my 2 cents worth in on that one. Well, how about the next one, Jones?
Okay, we're doing TV shows. We're going to be doing live action and animated TV shows. I feel like, especially more recently, Marvel has definitely upped their game on like live action shows. So, like Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, or whatever, have been really successful. I feel like, though, for DC, they've got so many, especially animated TV shows that are super good. So, like Batman, like any of the Batman cartoons have been so great. Justice League, Young Justice, Teen Titans. There's so many that they have that are just super good. I did like watching like X-Men and the Spider-Man cartoons. Those were really good, but I honestly think that DC has the cream of the crop as far as especially animated TV shows.
And this I will agree with you also on. I feel like in addition to their animated shows that can be comparable to Marvel's live action, DC has significantly have better live action as well. Flash, Arrow. I mean, Arrow was good. I mean, there's the last couple seasons have been kind of, but I'm still like, hey, that's still a decent
Flash
show.
is great.
Flash is hilarious.
I love
the
Flash.
And then we can't forget the very first one to kick it all off was Smallville. I mean, somebody save me. I mean, come on. Like for me, it's like, okay, so like, Superman was the one that kicked it off, and that was kind of like, oh, wait, we can do superhero movies, like superhero shows.
Right.
So for me, DC gets this one.
Yep, I would agree.
All right. Last one, Joji. Kick this one off.
This one is video games. Something that's not necessarily as big commercially successful as kind of like the movies and the comics have been, but still definitely something to talk about. DC has like Lego Batman. That's probably one of some of their better. Okay, not gonna lie, the Arkham games for Batman are really excellent, really good. On the other hand, though, for me personally, I think Marvel's got this one because you've got like Spider-Man 2, arguably one of the best Spider-Man games that's come out. Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, just a collage of collaborative teamwork and everything. Oh, so great. Even X-Men Legends, which is another kind of Ultimate Alliance game. Most of the Spider-Man games, I just think Marvel's got this one. That's my opinion. That's what I think.
I am going to disagree with you on this one. The one thing that we disagree on is the video games. While I agree that Marvel's got like the edge up on like multiplayer games, like I'd rather play cooperatively than against a person.
Sure.
But you cannot deny the Batman Arkham games plus the 2 Injustice games that have come out.
Oh, Injustice.
Both of them have been phenomenal. They take different elements of the comics and they kind of throw it in there. For me, like I have more memories, better memories of playing DC games than I do Marvel.
That's fair.
But those are our opinions on these subjects on Marvel versus DC. Again, this isn't fact. This is our expressed opinions.
Right.
So, what are you guys' opinions on this? Like, let us know. Like, seriously, because we want to know. Like,
what would you like? How would you rank these? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Do you think that Marvel's just way better, or do you think that DC should be king? What we'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, honestly. And if you don't have a YouTube account, hey, follow us on one of our social media websites as well. Like,
sure. Yeah.
Hashtag Rando Commando. This is what I think, and we'll be more than happy to throw in our responses to you. So,
but thank you again so much for everybody. 25 episodes.
I can't believe it. Like, it's so many memories along the way. Like, I can't believe we're already at 25, and we've only been doing this for a few months. And we just thank everybody for their support, whether, hey, finish those ideas or
liking and subscribing. That helps us out a ton too.
And especially, I want to also give a special shout out to Phil, Amber, and Nick.
And Nick, our guest stars.
All three of them have expressed interest, and not only, hey, they want to partake in the show, but they also wanted to come back as well. So if you guys want to see any of those three guys come back, like, comment. Let us know. We will get them back for you guys.
Yep, we do hear you. Definitely.
But this is the Rando Commandos signing off on episode 25.